So our next question comes from Rudy H. Rudy says, hey guys, I've been a listener for a few months and I've recently got approached by a coworker to join Amway. I like the development side of it and their products are not bad, but there's a lot of skepticism on the business being a pyramid scheme. So I wanted to get any insights on this and if I should be doing this or not. Any feedback is much appreciated. Robert, you want to kick this one off?
Oh, how nice do I have to be? That person is not your friend if they're your coworker and they're trying to talk you into this. The simple math is this: less than 1% of Amway sellers and workers that are in the business make money. Less than 1%. It's proven fact. It's an MLM. The only people are the people at the very top that make money. Everyone else breaks even or loses money. I know 10, 15 years ago it was a hot topic as a side hustle. Throw the Amway parties, buy the goods, see what happens. But I strongly suggest everyone against Amway or any MLM like it, because at the end of the day, you're going to ruin your friendships. You're going to bother your friends and just really annoy them because they don't want to take part in it. And I think there's just much better ways as side hustles to make additional money in a way that is not annoying to everyone around you.
Here's the stats for you, right? On average, and this is straight from the internet, Grok, ChatGPT, all the deep research around it, 66% of the US-based independent business owners make some amount of money of gross revenue through Amway, which comes out to about $1,200 per year, but that's before expenses. After expenses, fewer than 10% of them are actually in a net profit. So let's start with a whole pie, right? 1/3 of the pie just straight up doesn't make any money, and the other 2/3 of the pie make money, but not enough money to actually like have a profit, right? Because you're buying these products, then you're selling them to your friends. Fewer than 10% achieve a net profit. And then only the top 1% make enough money to replace a 9-to-5 job. So to Robert's point that 99% of these participants are losing money on their time is 100% correct. You're better off driving for Uber, delivering for DoorDash, picking up a second job or a shift at your local ice cream parlor, or literally anything else to make consistent income than trying to join one of these multi-level marketing type schemes. It just doesn't make any sense. Here's another stat: 0.7 to 1.7% actually make enough to turn a meaningful profit, right? So that like 1% statistic that we shared about a meaningful profit, which I would argue is like enough to actually replace your time on your money, it just doesn't make sense. Like if I were in your shoes and my friend brought this to me and say, hey, listen, I'm excited for you. I'm really hoping that you're making a lot of money with this. And if you show me some products and I genuinely like them, I might buy a couple from you, but this isn't for me. I don't want to sell to my friends. I don't want to have to recruit my neighbors and people like that and host these little parties. I would much rather go out and drive for Uber, deliver for DoorDash, learn a new skill, do some hard labor, pick up a shift somewhere and do that consistently and make my $1,200 per year. Like that to me is much more attainable, because what you forget about too, and you mentioned this, Robert, is like these people, they have to like buy into the system. They got to buy their inventory. They got to spend money before they even see a dollar. And so like, that's not a good way to really think about a side hustle. A side hustle should be able to get up and after it very simple, very quickly, very cheaply. There's just a lot of better ways to go about making money than Amway.
You can never convince me that Amway is a good idea. The numbers aren't there. The profit's not there. I feel like Amway was the 20-year-old version of now the IUL, where only the people at the top, only the agents selling the goods to everybody else are the ones making money. So Amway's a big no for me.